Look, I joined because I was after guidance to be a business owner and to stop being the full-time business operator. I suppose I was looking for help to help me overcome my emotional fear. Identified now, in hindsight, that I really was, well, I was behaving like the victim. I was full of blame and resentment about my situation in my work. So my default was to simply work harder, longer hours, which made me more stressed and more disheartened and close to burnout. And unfortunately, it didn't reflect on any increase in my company profits. So simply I knew I needed some help.
Hive is the best thing that has happened to me. Forget my kids, that sort of thing. Hive is the best thing that has happened to me in probably ever. How it's helped me personally, how it's helped grow my business, the effect that how I can work with my team, how I deal with my family, playing above the line.
You will learn skills, you will walk into uncomfortable places, you'll go beyond your comfort zone to make yourself a better business person. Your practice will thrive and you will thrive as an individual. I cannot recommend it highly enough.
I've made great friends with podiatry colleagues, that's number one. I've had a wealth of amazing journey so far, listening to Troy and his journey that he's had, Greg and the finances, Jono and the marketing, Annette, she's amazing, it just gets done straight away, and Blake is just a phenomenal person that's just really pushed me to the boundary and the limits of where I am today, and hopefully will continue to do so.
Meeting Shane, I have catch up with Shane, he's my coach once a month, and I walk away from there and I feel better than I do the whole rest of the time. Without Hive, we go, you know, I'm a PD junkie, professional personal development junkie. I'm always trying to learn. Most of the things we go off and do, you know, we have this great thing on the weekend and we're so motivated and we're gonna happen, it's gonna go there, and you go back to work on Monday and go, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And by Tuesday, yeah, maybe I'll do it. And by Wednesday, it's all gone. And Hive absolutely keeps you on track for the whole way.
Yes, I mean, a lot of the stuff obviously comes from Australia. The thinking becomes in Australia, but essentially we're all podiatry practices and we all work in the same way. And obviously, hopefully all the strategies that they do implement into Australia will work here. Up to now, I've had no issues. Everything we've done is fairly straightforward, but it all needed to be done. So yeah, definitely relevant in the UK, and you know, we all work the same way, we all do the same things, so at the end of the day, why not? Often
we've got things and we're just, you know, you're fearful to say, I don't know how to do this. You're fearful to expose yourself that you don't know something. I really don't know that. There are so many things like that, and being in the group, you get to share that. So, and you're allowed to be the dumbest person in the room, and you can appreciate being the dumbest person in the room, and you can just put anything out there, and there's no stupid questions. It's like, you know, my team member is doing this. You know, am I on track with this? Do I have a really warped? You know, am I not seeing it right? So you can just ask anything, and that sharing is something that generally we don't get in any other aspect within our profession, and especially when you're with the boss, because you're the boss, your office is not going to be sharing things, your concerns with your team members, which isolates you again. So the amount that you share with this group that you have, it's just an amazing experience.
I now no longer have a job, I have a well-established business. I've gone from 8 to 12 clients a week to anywhere between 40 and 60 in 3 months. So I'm now employing people and moved into a new premises. Marketing is amazing. I have a GBA which also does that for me. I have a bookkeeper and accountant. So my business, where it was and where it is today, is just phenomenal. The change has just been amazing. I'm very happy, very content with this. Also, there's been a big shift in my personal life and family, and that, you know, my 2 children come first, really. much more happier and content. I'm sure you can see that with a smile on my face. And you know, the success, I'm just loving it and embracing the journey, really.
What I do have, and what's the most important return on my investment, is my personal life. Within the Hive, we don't just work on financials, doesn't just work on business, doesn't work on getting patients through the door. It works on your family life as well, because at the end of the day, you know, we all agree within our, within our BBM that the most important thing is family. And you know, at the end of the day, we need to put a greater emphasis on that. And so my return investment is a much happier, healthier family life, as well as a really healthy podiatry life as well. So at the end of the day, that was the most important thing to me. And you know, that goes back to saying that was probably what I didn't know. What I do know now is that I can have both and be very happy. You don't have to work 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night and be happy. You can do that and have a really healthy family life as well. My kids see more of me and my wife sees more of me. So at the end of the day, my kids are more happy than my wife, but that's the way it is.
Look, I understand that when it's something so new for podiatry, that initially you do balk at the thought of paying out something on an ongoing monthly basis. The important thing for me is that I pushed that aside and thought, well, I'm only going to get out of this program what I put into it. So I'm putting in 100% of my effort, and if it doesn't significantly change me from being in this emotional fear state to creating, you know, a very happy, balanced, successful businesswoman, then I won't continue with it. And personally, I can't even put a value on the difference that being a black belt member has made. It's just insignificant, really, what the cost is, from both my personal development, my individual team members' personal developments, the way the business has grown and changed, and you know, not just from that culture and alignment, but certainly from profitability, systems, procedures, policies. I mean, the list can go on and on and on, and truly, yeah, it's the financial side of it is just I don't even think about it, because I couldn't be sitting here now without BlackBelt, and I'm eternally grateful to you, Greg, and the wonderful team. So thanks for having me along for the ride.